So the health matters. Today, April the 2nd, marks the 14th annual World Autism Awareness Day. It's observed every year with the aim to spread awareness about autism and make people understand the challenges faced by those with the developmental disorder. This year, the theme is inclusion in the workplace, challenges and opportunities in a post-pandemic world. Joined by the international community, hundreds of thousands of landmarks, buildings, homes and communities around the world come together to light it up blue in recognition of people with autism and those who love and support them. Autism-friendly events and educational activities takes place all month, aiming to increase understanding and acceptance of people with autism, foster worldwide support and inspire a kinder, more inclusive world. Joining us now is Dr. Mashudat Mujid Bello, consultant psychiatrist at the Child and Adolescent Mental Health Service at the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital. Thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa.
Thank you for having me.
So let's begin. Let's begin with the importance, of raising awareness on this World Autism Awareness Day.
Raising awareness for autism spectrum disorder is a very vital motive, such that it is when we understand what it is and what it takes to care for those people with autism spectrum disorder that we'll be able to help them. Raising awareness gives us a lot of information on what it is and debunk a lot of false impression and information about it. It helps us to spread kindness. It helps us to understand those people that are affected by autism spectrum disorder. We are able to accept them because there's a lot of stigma. So when we understand what it is, it embraces a high level of acceptance. It also helps us to support them better and to also inspire them that they can also come out and achieve a lot in spite of the disability that they have. And it instills a lot of hope, not only in those that are affected by autism, also in the family, the society that they belong to. And this will help us to spread kindness, to ensure that there is collaboration among lots of organizations to help them and help them to live a meaningful and beneficial life.
Yeah, here in Nigeria, looking at the theme, inclusion in the workplace, challenges and opportunities in a post-pandemic world, how can organizations work towards achieving this target?
Thank you. This is a very important question that you have raised. When we talk about inclusion, the first thing we should understand is that autism affects individuals across lifespan. So we can't talk about workplace without addressing the issue from early childhood, becoming an adolescent or a young adult, before they are adults that go fully into workplace. Because this is a developmental problem that is present across lifespan, and it is a lifelong condition. So we have to start from when they need the basic skills, the strength that they need to become an adult that will be able to work meaningfully. And that starts from inclusion in their education. When they needed to have all those skills that will help them as adults, there had to be inclusion in school and not just in normal school. It is not just a privilege, it is a right that they must be educated. And it is not just the physical environment. We talked about all the functional materials that they will need that will become an individualized education that will be helpful for them. And by the time we move away from that, they are now a young adult. Because we know that one cap does not fit all. When they're adults, we have to talk about the vocation because they have different talent, different skills. So those that have extreme talent in terms of maybe artistic work or sewing or organization work, the talent needs to be brought out by ensuring that they have all the functional materials they need. Now, we talked about the workplace for adults and young adults. In that case, we have to note that we have a lot of barriers that don't give them access to what they need, because the kind of setting that we have for organization, it's only for those individuals with neurotypical or normal development. But in this case, we are saying that there should be an inclusion so that we have an open mindset. There should be an empathy. There should be kindness, so that we are open. We have to emphasize on what they can do and what they cannot. And in this case, the organization will have to work to recruit differently. They may have to look at those special talents in them that will help them to even bring about innovative, work environments and different things, different from what we used to have. And in addition to that, the aspect of the diagnosis and the treatment, there's a lot that organization can do, because they can also help in helping the family that are affected, in paying for services for their treatment, so that we improve the quality of their life and they'll be able to perform optimally. All the physical structures, they need to look into what will help them so that they'll be able to make adjustments.
All right then, Doctor. Yes, some very, very solid points raised there, and we do hope for a change and a way forward. Thank you so much for joining us on this very important discussion. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.